Well, good afternoon, Facebook, and also the Greater Hickory Metro. I'm Lindsay Kiesler, President and CEO of the Chamber of Catawba County. It is my privilege every month to have the opportunity to conduct these interviews where I get to put business leaders from across our region in the spotlight. So I get to interview them with questions about their business, about their background, about their leadership philosophy, and everything in between. And we even get into some of their favorite things to do and their hobbies with our rapid fire Q&A. So thank you for stopping your scroll to be with us today for our Facebook Live Q&A series, our Working for Business series. And that is our tagline. You'll notice on our logo, it's the tagline and really the core of what we do is why we exist to work for business in Catawba County. But first, we could not do this. We couldn't do these interviews every month if it weren't for the support of our presenting sponsor. So Hickory Real Estate Group stepped up in a very generous way and said, we want to make sure that you are able to continue to do these for the entire year, and we want to sponsor for you to be able to do that. And so Mike Kelly, he was the founder, I guess co-founder with his wife, Kathleen, and also broker in charge and realtor himself, is on the call with us today. And I know he would like to say a couple words and say hello. So Mike, thanks for joining me.
Hey, thanks, Lindsay, for having me on today and letting us sponsor the event. This has just been a great series and, learned so much about all different businesses in our area. And it's just been great. And, we really appreciate what you do for the community and helping these businesses kind of, get their name out there a little bit more. And so we can learn a lot more about them. So we just really appreciate that. Lindsay, as Lindsay said, I'm Mike Kelly with Hickory Real Estate Group. And we help people buy and sell homes in the Catawba Valley area. And right now, there's a lot more buyers out there than there are sellers. So we really need listings badly. I sent some statistics over to Lindsay yesterday, and really the lack of housing or the lack of properties that are out there for people to buy is really tight right now. So even some people might think, oh, it's toward the end of the year, maybe it's not the best time to sell or anything like that. There's so little inventory out there that if you were thinking about selling, please keep us in mind. Obviously, we want you to use us, but even if you have somebody else that you work with and you want to put your house on the market, hopefully we'll have buyers for it because, the market's that tight. So just kind of wanted to put that out there. And again, thanks so much. And I'm definitely looking forward to hearing your talk today because this business seems pretty interesting to me.
Well, Mike, thanks for taking your time to say hello and again for your sponsorship and support of your chamber. I'm grateful to work alongside of you. So thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right, those of you that are on Facebook and you're watching this live, if you're watching this live, you've got a little red box at the top of your screen, right? So say hello. Can you say hi? Comment and say hello. And you're going to get to meet my special guest in just a minute. Hint, hint, her logo is beside my head at the moment. But say hello so that I know that you're there. Another thing that you can do so that more people can learn about my special guest today is you can share this video. So click the share button, share it to your feed so that your friends can learn about this new business in our community. And you can also watch or start a watch party. That's another fun way. And then you can actually see which of your friends are watching it live with you, which is pretty neat. So comment, tell us hello. Also, let me guess. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question that I'm actually going to ask my guest. What was the last thing you purchased local? What is the last thing you purchased local? Go ahead and comment that so that Chelsea and I said her name, Chelsea and I can see what you've purchased local and then those that are watching. So again, what was the last thing you purchased local? that you love. So again, thank you for commenting and engaging with us. So this is a live interview, so you can ask questions of my special guest when she comes on here, and I will try my best to weave them into our interview conversation. But thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being interested in supporting local business, and for being interested in my guest. So cat's out of the bag. Let me just go ahead and introduce my guest for today. I'm very excited to learn more about Twilight Teepees. And to do that, I've got Chelsea Sharp. She is the creator and the brains and the founder behind this new business in our community. So Chelsea is here with me today. It's great to see you, Chelsea.
Hey, Lindsay, thanks you for having me today.
So if you have never had the privilege of meeting Chelsea yet, let me tell you a little bit about her and her business, Twilight Teepees. So Chelsea Sharp is the owner and creator behind Twilight Teepees, and it's an event company that specializes in slumber parties and picnics for all events. They will come to your location of choice, whether it's a home, whether it's a hotel even, an event space, maybe it's a park, and she sets everything up for your experience. Then they'll come back and they'll do all the dirty work and take everything away and like it never even happened. So they provide multiple themes, and hopefully we'll get into some of those themes later on in our conversation. But they have multiple themes, and we'll create custom themes if you request it. Chelsea says her goal is to provide carefree, stress-free, memorable fun for her clients and their guests. So Chelsea, I'm so thrilled to learn more about Twilight Teepees, and I'm just really tickled that you're on here with me today. So we're going to get into our interview, but first I want you all to get to know Chelsea and with me together. So we have, at the beginning of all of our interviews, we do a rapid fire Q&A. So it's really getting to know Chelsea in 5 minutes or less. So I've got a series of questions that we're going to roll through. So Chelsea, are you ready for this?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Okay, so what is one item on your bucket list?
I would say traveling to Australia.
What is a motivational quote that speaks to you?
Ooh. I saw one. It was something about like hustle hard, basically.
I like it. I like it. What was your very first job you received a paycheck for?
Babysitting, daycare.
What is one thing that you're most looking forward to?
Watching my business grow.
Love that. Would you rather have the ability to fly or the ability to speak any language?
I would say fly. Easy travel.
Yes. All right. So give your younger self, some advice using 5 words or less.
Probably find a niche and stick with it.
Who would you consider to be your greatest mentor?
My family.
What was the last thing you purchased local?
Probably a candle from Carolina Crafted.
Nice. And what's the best business advice you've received to date?
Have good connections.
What word would you use to best describe this thing called entrepreneurship?
A venture.
What's an experience you've had lately that you would rate a 10 out of 10?
Probably all the excitement my clients have had.
Love it. And then fill in the blank. You are famous for what?
It depends on who you ask. If you ask Burn Boot Camp, I'm the cardio cat. Or if you ask my friends, I'm the crazy animal lady. So it's one of the two.
I love it. And earlier we were hearing your one of your pets in the background. So
Yes,
what is your dog's name?
it's Biggie.
Biggie. Biggie. You know what? What's so neat about these different virtual opportunities. You get to know more about the person, including
Yes.
their fur people in their house. But well, Chelsea, thank you for that. That was really, really
Thanks.
insightful, and looking forward to our continued discussion. So those of you that are watching live, if you missed it, say hello. So say hello to Chelsea and I so that we know that you're here with us. And also a question that I asked Chelsea that I'll ask you so that you can just start engaging with us is, what is the last thing you purchased local? So she said a candle from Carolina Crafted, which they have the best candles, but from Carolina Crafted, downtown Hickory. What about you? What was the last thing that you purchased local? So now it's my treat to be able to kind of dive a little bit deeper into Chelsea and into Twilight TP specifically. So Chelsea, I gave a little overview in your bio, but why don't you, just from your own words, tell us about Twilight TPs? What makes you unique? What is the service you provide? And what do you take pride in that you create?
So we are prideful in the fact that we come up with these creative slumber parties and picnics for any event. We want to make everything stress-free, carefree, and obviously fun. We want everyone to have this memory going forward in life and say, oh, remember when we did that party, the slumber party? That's so cool, you know? So, and it's just a different spin on slumber parties. I loved having slumber parties as a kid, and it's just something fun and unique to do.
Well, so help me describe for those. I've seen the amazing pictures of the themes that you've created, whether they were themes you already had or the custom offerings that we mentioned earlier. It looks like quite a magical experience, to be honest. I mean, I can only imagine being a little girl and walking into the room for the first time and seeing these setups that you create. Talk a little bit about those setups and maybe some of the most memorable ones that you've done.
So my kids are a lot of my inspiration for the specific setups, because they're younger. I can kind of figure out what the crowd's into a bit. And then I kind of do research. We watch movies together. Like for Harry Potter, we've been watching the Harry Potter movies, so I can was able to find fun stuff to do and set up. And I kind of just have a vision board, and pull things together and make it work.
I think that's really neat. We actually had a question from Facebook, and I'm so glad that they asked, because we talked about slumber parties. We mentioned picnics and special events for different occasions. They're asking if grown-ups can have TPs too. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So talk about some of the more grown-up parties that you've pulled together.
I actually just did a Harry Potter picnic over the weekend for a woman for her birthday. I set it all up. I included a TP with it that was Hogwarts. There was Hedwig was there, the Sorting Hat was there. So we try to make, each time we set stuff up, we try to add something new to it, or kind of make it a little different, because I don't like the same thing. I always like new ideas, new fun, just a new experience for everyone. So
awesome. Well, I've seen some photos of, say, like a bridal shower or a bridesmaids type luncheon. What are some other occasions that people could think about you when they're thinking of what's a unique event that I can pull together for? Maybe it's just a girls' night out. I mean, what are other things that have been popular, or that you imagine would be an incredible experience?
A lot of like wine and painting nights, like a slumber party and wine and painting, because we do offer crafts. bridal showers, baby showers, first birthdays, even big sister, big brother shower or sprinkle. What else have we had? Oh, romantic date nights.
Yes.
And so that's been fun. And that was an overnight, but we can do, a date night for a few hours in the park. We can offer food if the client wants, like I said, crafts, all sorts of different options we have that we're trying to expand on as well.
Well, I think this is such an innovative and creative
Thank you.
idea. And I know probably in larger metros, there are other similar, not exactly the same, but similar businesses that do what you do. But the fact that you said we need that in our area,
Yeah.
I think that is super admirable. So tell me about your goal. What made you, first of all, what was the spark that made you want to start this business? And then second of all, what is your goal with this venture?
Well, first, my goal is to definitely succeed and bring a new idea to this area. We're definitely very up and coming. I've been here for 4 years now, and the change here has been incredible. It's awesome. It's a great place to raise families. So I just want to continue on this role of being able to provide fun to families. And then I've been seeing this in other areas, and I thought it'd be fun. Like, who wouldn't want to have a fun slumber party with their friends? My kids love it. And that just also helped ignite the spark even more, especially my daughter.
Oh, I love that. I mean, really, I keep thinking of just the sparkle in anyone's eye. Like
Yeah.
the party planner who has this vision, and then you get to come in, you swoop in and make it a reality
Yeah.
on their behalf. I think that's really, really special. So tell us a little bit about the process of, say I had an event coming up, or I had an idea that I wanted to host a girls' night. So say it was a girls' sort of wine night. Walk me through the process, kind of the customer's journey, if you will, if they were interested in utilizing you for that event.
So usually I like to know, obviously, how many guests are going to be a part of whether if you're going to do a slumber party, or you're going to do a picnic, or you're going to do both. We can do both. The date when you would like to have it. Is there a specific theme, or can we kind of do whatever you'd like? We also like to offer them, food choices, dessert choices, and other, crafts or wine, different other things that can go through with it. It's a pretty simple process, to be honest. We try to just make it like, do you want this, this, and this? And when do you need it by? We'll be there. You got it. So
I love that. We do have another question. So is there, okay, this is a neat one. Is there a party idea that you haven't yet done, but would love, like, can't wait for someone to request it?
I know someone mentioned Alice in Wonderland, but which I think would kind of be cool. There's a lot you could do with that and make it really over the top. So that one I definitely am liking. I'm trying to think. I really wanted to do Elsa because I love Elsa and Frozen. So, and we've done that one, but I like adding to that one and doing more for that one. But yeah, Alice in Wonderland, I think would be really cool. So
that would be cool. So let's vision a little bit, Chelsea. Talk about growing this business. And you've already, so when exactly did you start the business? Let's put it that first.
I want to say probably like right around the end of May.
Yeah. So
yeah,
you're several months in now. You've already grown. I'm definitely seeing the word out there and people recognizing this as a possibility when they're planning parties.
Yeah.
Brand awareness is already growing. Think 5 years from now. Where would you like to be? Where do you see Twilight TPs and your dream? Where do you see this going 5 years from now?
Probably having a few people working for me. Definitely keeping it very family friendly, family oriented, more themes, but definitely just being a great, awesome experience.
Awesome. Just when you have planned these events for your clients, maybe talk a little bit about what they have said as a result of having used you and your services for their event. So this gives you an opportunity to talk about some testimonials of what other people have said about you.
So far, everything's been wonderful. We've gotten great reviews. I love it when the parents will send me photos, and not only are like the kids in the teepee, but like the older siblings are in the teepee too. Like their older 18-year-old brothers in the teepee, or the moms are in the teepee. So it's just really cool to just see everyone having fun. But I love knowing that everyone has had a great experience so far. Everyone has said it's either magical, or the look in their kids' eyes is incredible. It's just an awesome feeling knowing that these kids are going to have this memory forever. And it was a great one.
I love that. So Chelsea, kind of in closing, wait, we've got another question. So another question from Facebook before we close. What is your radius that you will serve? So are they just limited to Hickory, or how far
We
do you travel?
We've been in Charlotte, mostly, I think the farthest we've gone right now is Charlotte. But we will travel. We do charge a travel fee for traveling depending on the location. We've been in Morganton, where else? A lot of it has been in Hickory, but we will go the distance if needed. So
great. What is your standard radius though, without the travel fee?
it is Catawba County.
Okay, Catawba County. Awesome. Okay, so my closing question here is, if someone's out there watching, or if they're watching the replay, which again, thank you for stopping and wanting to learn more about Twilight Teepees, those of you that are watching, how could they support you? How could they get in contact with you? What are some ways that they can find you?
Well, we're on Facebook at Twilight Teepees NC, and our website is linked to that, which is twilightteepeesnc.com. And you can send me a message through Facebook. We're very responsive. Instagram, we're very responsive, and our website as well. So those 3 ways are the best.
Awesome. And go ahead and state your website just for the video.
It is www.twilightteepeesnc.com.
Awesome. Well, Chelsea, thank you. Thank you for spending some time with me. It's been such a privilege to work with you since you've joined us several months ago. I also thank you for investing in this community and for creating a service that really makes life special and more interesting, and where we can celebrate great moments. So again, thank you for being a part of the business community.
Thank you.
So those of you that are watching, you heard Chelsea, and now you know how to get in touch with her. You can find her on social media or on her website. And then too, if you have a question and we haven't gotten to that in today's interview, you can go ahead and jot that question in on the comments, and we'll make sure that Chelsea is available to answer that via chat. So again, thank you all for stopping your scroll. I do want to give a special shout out again to Hickory Real Estate Group for being our presenting sponsor for the year. And I want to thank all of you that are interested in supporting local business for sticking around and watching this video. Our next live interview is going to be on November the 10th. Around the same time frame during the day, our guests will be announced as soon as possible. Those of you that want to catch the replay, you can catch it here on Facebook. You can also catch it on YouTube, so on our YouTube channel. So you can find us, Your Chamber, on YouTube, and you can watch this video again. But again, thank you on behalf of the Chamber. Thank you for allowing us to work for business across this region. And thanks for spending some time with me today.